'Twas 2 nights before Christmas, and all the kids had an itch for another episode of Jack and the Stupid Son of a Bitch. Though it is Arizona and there is no snow, it is time for another episode of The O Show, presented by BetOnline.ag. Sign up for that 50% bonus using the promo code CAPITAL, BLEAV50, to sign up for that 50% bonus. We are live at Murphy Park in Glendale, Arizona, downtown Glendale, Arizona. As you can tell behind us, we are just 2 days out from the most festive day of the year, the most wonderful time of the year. Zach, I hope you get coal in your stocking.
Wow, just right off the bat. Well, speaking of coal, let's talk about how bad last week was for the show in terms of our NFL picks. So,
That's a funny way to phrase it, considering you lost again.
Okay, let me
You're
finish.
the oracle of being imperfect.
Okay, so
0-3.
So both of us were under 50%. King Richard was 6 of 14.
I don't know if we've ever explained why I'm King Richard and you're the oracle. Obviously, the oracle, that's self-explained.
No, you did. We did it on episode, because remember, it was the episode where we were talking about
King Richard, I'm going to explain it to the nth degree.
Okay.
King Richard, the new movie out about Richard Williams, the father of both Venus and Serena Williams, laid out a 78-page plan for their careers before they were even born, and he nailed it. Talk about an oracle. He is the true oracle. He knew Venus was going to be #1 in the world, but he planned for Serena to be the greatest of all time. And she was.
Yeah, it's an incredible movie. I know we talked about it briefly on the Black Sheep episode, but it's great. But yeah, he is definitely, King Richard is his own oracle, and looks like that's applying to our nicknames, because you were 6 of 14, which is under 50%, but that's still 3 wins in a row as the oracle, lowercase.
King Richard was never wrong.
Lowercase o was 4 of 13. And pretty much the only times you were wrong is when you agreed with me. So, if anything,
You're damn
the lesson,
right.
Okay.
The oracle of being imperfect. You're the reverse oracle.
Anyway, do you want to go first with your NFL picks?
The 49ers are taking on the Tennessee Titans. They're the underdogs, the Titans. By 3. I think they covered the spread by 3. By 3.5. The over-under over 40. I'm going to take the over in that game. 49ers and the Titans are going to have themselves a shootout on the day after Santa Claus eats all of his cookies and drinks all of his milk and his reindeers eat all of their carrots, if you're that type of family.
Wow.
They're going to go the over, and the Tennessee Titans are coming out on top because they need a big win.
Wait, so you're picking the Titans not just to cover, but to win?
That's right.
Oh, I'm going
As Zachary Kelly would say, the oracle, I'm not just picking them to cover, I am picking them to win.
Outright.
And then they probably won't, because that's the Zach Kelly way.
I'm disagreeing with you on everything. I'm going the under, and I'm going that the Titans don't even cover, let alone win. I think Niners win by at least 4 points, and I think that's a fairly low-scoring game. I'm picking the under in that game.
Oh, humbug, Zach. I can't wait to prove you wrong yet again when I go 4-0 next week on Always Bet on Jack and Zach. Presented by BetOnline.ag. Sign up for that 50% bonus using that promo code, capital BLEAV50.
Okay, I like this.
Shoot.
The Lions are +6 at the in Atlanta in our old Georgia Dome against the Falcons. Lions coming off a very impressive win against the Cardinals at home last week, so I'm picking the Lions to cover that 6-point spread. I don't think they lose by 7 or more against the Falcons, and I'm going the over at 42.5.
Ooh, I'll go the over at 42 as well. The Lions, despite knocking off the best team in the NFC, I mean, how the fuck did that happen?
Cliff Kingsbury chokes with the Cardinals every year.
Pardon my French, but what the hell happened? Hell froze over. The world turned over on its axis. I mean, I understand a loss to the Rams at home. The Rams are a solid football team and a threat in the NFC playoff picture. But the Detroit Lions?
That was rough. That's an Arizona fan.
Lions?
That was rough.
2 losses in a row. The Cardinals are going to have to come back big this week against the Colts. But the Lions ain't winning that game. I'll pick the over, though.
But you're picking them to cover at least? Do you think they lead?
Yeah, I think they cover.
They cover. Okay, so then we're in agreement on that one.
Agree to disagree.
You picked the exact same thing as I did.
I was trying to pick the perfect segue into the Cardinals-Colts game, and you screwed it up. You and your Sacramento Kings Christmas hat. Who owns a Sacramento Kings Christmas hat, you stupid son of a bitch?
Thank you.
You stupid son of a bitch.
Go Marvin Bagley. Shout out to Marvin Bagley. I love you, buddy.
Marvin Bagley's a stupid son of a bitch, too.
Wow.
The Cardinals are taking on the Colts. The Cardinals are the 3-point favorites in this game over the Colts. The Colts coming off a huge win at home on Thursday Night Football against Billy Belichick and those New England Patriots from the foxiest of boroughs. And the Cardinals are coming back strong this week. I think it's going to be an evenly matched game. It's highly anticipated because both teams are right in the middle. The Cardinals coming off 2 straight losses. The Colts coming off a few big wins. I still pick the Cardinals to win at home in big fashion. I'm picking them to cover, and I'm going the over in that game as well.
So are the Cardinals the favorites or the underdogs?
They're the favorites.
They're the favorites?
3 points.
Well, then I guess I'm going the exact opposite. I think
it was a pick'em game, but now
it was. That's what I had right.
And I'm going the over at 49.5.
So it's a pick'em game.
It was a pick'em game.
Oh, but now the spread has moved. Okay.
You stupid son of a bitch! Do your homework.
Sorry, I just do my picks earlier than you. Anyway, as much as I want to be a homer, I've seen this story unfold with the Cardinals the past 2 seasons of them starting out great, choking in the end. I think the Colts not just cover. I think the Colts win and give the Cardinals their 3rd straight loss. The Colts are a very hot team. Jonathan Taylor is looking like the best offensive player in the league after the week 3. He's been amazing for them, and I'm gonna go with the over in that game. But I'm picking the Colts to cover and win.
Well, okay. Agree to disagree. I like it. We got to argue. A little Stephen A. Max Kellerman action.
All right. All right.
My Stephen A. kicked your Max Kellerman.
I could argue Max Kellerman was more sensible. Anyway, Rams -3 favorites going to cold Minneapolis, Minnesota, take on the Vikings. I am predicting that the Vikings do not cover that 3-point spread. The Rams win by at least 4, and I am picking the over at 49.5. I think Sean McVay, as much as they struggled in that midway point of the season, Sean McVay is a brilliant coach, and I think he's figured some things out with OBJ and with Stafford.
Yeah, I mean, it took him forever to get on the same page with Odell Beckham Jr., but yeah, they're looking strong. I'll go the over 2 in that game. The Rams, again, they're a force to be reckoned with in the NFC, along with some of those other great juggernaut teams coming out of the National Football Conference, and I'm agreeing with you 100% on this one. Merry Christmas. That's your gift.
All right,
let's
hear your last game.
All right, back to the foxiest of boroughs, Foxborough, Massachusetts. The New England Patriots playing host to the Buffalo Bills in a huge AFC East matchup. They got the big win in very, very weird fashion in what you could consider the Win Bowl in Buffalo a few weeks ago. Kind of a weird game to be coached, strategized by Bill Belichick to win that one. I've never really seen anything like that. Mostly all ground and pound for both teams. The Patriots picking up a big win after a big loss that they probably weren't expecting last week. They did not play well. They're coming back strong. They are sweeping the Buffalo Bills in the 2021 season in the AFC East.
The over-under?
I'm going to go the under, just because it is Foxborough. It's going to be the day after Christmas. It's going to be pretty chilly, pretty nippy, and I never bet against the cold weather.
And then Bills cover as the 2.5 dogs, right? They're the dogs in this?
Yeah, the Bills are the 2.5 point dogs.
Do you think they cover? Do you think they lose by 2 or less?
I expect it to be closer than the Monday Night Football game a few weeks ago.
Okay, I'm picking them not to cover because I think they lose. Like, even though it's close, you tell me it's a 3-4 point game and the Bills don't cover. So yeah, I'm thinking the Pats to win, Bills don't cover, and I'm also agreeing with you on the over/under in that game. I'm going the under at 43.
Smart choice, Zach.
All right, now for my final and our final NFL pick of the week, we got taking one out of your book, trying to steal some of your strats. The Steelers plus 10 dogs against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Over. What the hell?
I don't think the Steelers win, but I definitely don't think they lose by 11 or more. I think the Steelers cover that spread, and people are saying Mahomes is back. And I think he's been good, but I don't think he's still like the Patrick Mahomes of old quite yet. So I'm going the under at 45.5.
Stupid son of a bitch move, Zach.
On both
Patrick
or
Mahomes
just
is
one?
back. The Steelers are going to lose by way more than 10 in this game.
So you're picking the over and that the Steelers won't cover.
They will not cover.
Wow.
They won't even come close to covering.
That's a stupid son of a bitch move
Watch the Stampede, known as Arrowhead Stadium's Kansas City Chiefs, run roughshod over Big Ben and Mike Tomlin.
We'll see. Just thank you for setting up Oracle's first win for the holidays. Thank you for the Christmas
Maybe I'm
present.
just gifting you your first win for Christmas.
You know what? I'd take that. Anyway, that is our NFL games of the week, which means it is time for
the Michael Cera halftime report. Cue that Michael Cera halftime report graphic, Hank. All right, it is the holiday season. It is the joyous of occasions. What is Michael Cera up to this holiday season?
Michael Cera, no release date yet, but he will be having his 10-episode pilot season of a Hulu original show called Love, Beth. It'll be where Amy Schumer will originally be in New York, will move back to her hometown in the upstate at a farm, where she will find a journal that makes her reconsider a bunch of things. It'll be a romantic comedy drama, and our dear beloved Michael Cera will be playing the boy next door, the firm farmhand, the childhood friend. We'll get a nice rough and tumble Michael Cera. I am looking forward to it. Just a nice farm boy Michael Cera. So
can't go wrong with that.
No firm release date, but that will be on Hulu, and that will be coming up sometime Q1 of 2022. And that is all we have. Oh, you have
the holiday season. Last night at the Golden Margarita in Phoenix, Arizona, Eric Bernal, comedian, you can check him out on episode 434 of the podcast, hosted another open mic night. And honestly, it was very competitive. Early on, not so many great comedians, but there were some comics that really hit their stride.
There are some really
there's a lot
ones.
of comics that go out there to get their reps in before they hit the comedy club on the weekends, and I thought it was a very competitive drive. I definitely thought we did it last night, easily in the top, 6 or 7.
I think we did pretty good. Speaking of which, before we end the Michael Cera halftime report, let's show those two stand-up routines we did for our audience.
All right, first we're going to go with Zach, though, because one of the comedians up there said that you looked like Jonah Hill in Superbad. Could you imagine if he said that you looked like Michael Cera?
That would have been pretty great. That would have been
the best Christmas gift of all time. But here is Zachary Kelly, who had to follow me, actually, for his first ever stand-up routine at Golden Margarita.
Can I got, and I know the question you're asking. Yes, I'm a lawyer. I mean Jewish avocado. Make that mistake all the time. Tomato, tomato, lawyer, doctor, rich troll, they're all pretty much the exact same thing. People like to talk about the best combinations of things, peanut butter and jelly, Jay-Z and Beyonce, the New York Jets and losing football games, but I want to talk about some the worst combinations. The ones where when you hear these two things back to back, the only reaction you have is, oh fuck, I need to see this train wreck. Perfect example, with my personality, I have two traits that should not go together. One, I have zero self-confidence, while at the same time, I'm so up my own ass that I'll never listen to another person's advice. I'll give you a perfect example. I'm in my therapist's office and, had a real bad week, and she gives me this genuine piece of advice after listening to me bitch for an hour and just goes, Zachary, I want you to look in the mirror every morning and say, I love yourself. I was just like, that's really good advice, but the only thing I can picture in my head is this dumb bitch looking at herself in the mirror and saying I love you because no one else will. And I'm just like, fuck no, I ain't doing that shit. Absolutely not. Speaking of mental health, social media, amazing segue. The favorite part about social media, besides it being horrible for mental health, is that everyone's a fucking expert on it. There will be people that respond to someone's depressed who's post with lol. And I'm like, that's awesome. Or there'll be that random crypto bro that just goes, don't be sad bro, just buy I'm a dumb fuck, Bitcoin.com, whatever shit. My favorite one though, when people respond to mental health on social media, is you'll get that one bitch, always named someone Becky. They'll just go, you know what you need to do? You just need to get rid of all your plans and take a spa day. Oh geez, why didn't I think of that? Let me just, get rid of all responsibilities, get big silicone tits, and have a trophy one, and just take a spa day. Shit! Why didn't I think of that? Alright. Speaking of trophies, I gotta defend participation trophies. Look, I know that people don't like participation trophies. When I was playing T-ball, I couldn't hit a single ball in T-ball, and I got my participation trophy. Some old man came, knocked the shit out of my hand, and just went, "Pussies don't get trophies." That man was my father, so that hurt a little bit more. But look at me. I'm a 5'5", 130-pound Jewish man who's very sport is basketball. It is my legal obligation to like participation trophies. And I know people are gonna say, "Ooh, participation trophies are for losers." Yeah, motherfucker, losers like trophies too. Give me one. Alright, thank you all so much. And if you're interested in talking to a 5'5" Jewish man after I'm done, there's a trophy about a mile down the way you talk about.
And now, thank you for watching that. Here is our lovely host, Jack O'Hara, on stage.
Thank you very much. I am Jack O'Hara.
Yeah.
This is my Instagram account for all of you guys that want to follow my social media. And he's a tool. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody excited to be here? Everybody excited for Christmas? Yeah, me neither. I was not the applause I thought I was going to get. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Christmas either. I mean, at our age, everybody here at a bar on a Tuesday night, I don't think anybody's a kid. Nobody has kids. Anybody here with kids? Yeah. You're here at a bar on a Tuesday night? Yeah. Awesome. God bless. God bless. I wasn't saying anything. No, I think the biggest issue and complaint I have with Christmas is that I gotta travel. Is anybody from out of state? Anybody from out of state? Here we go. Houston, Texas, man. Houston, Texas, baby. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm from out of state. You know, with my Huntington Beach sweatshirt, my crisp Los Angeles Dodgers hat. I am from New Jersey. That being said, it fucking sucks, right? Anybody from New Jersey? Michigan, really? What about Boston? Anybody from Boston? Boston. So I got a ton of extended family from Boston. So you got Jersey and you got Boston. Boston, Jersey. So right off the bat, without even knowing my family, my Christmas experience, you can tell we're all a bunch of fucking psychos, right? Everybody from top to bottom. Grandma, fucking psycho, right? Got me weed for Christmas last year. Yeah. Don't even smoke. No one in our family smokes. I don't think it's legal in Jersey. I don't know how she got it. Like, how the fuck did you get this right? My dog, oh my god, my 4-pound cockapoo went face to face with a 200-pound black bear in our backyard once, and the bear retreated. No joke. I couldn't fucking believe it. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. I'm like, this is unfucking believable. 2 days ago, celebrated my 23rd birthday. Yeah. Thank you, Eric. Exactly what I thought I was going to get for that. But I got a text from my 9-year-old cousin from Boston, Caitlin. She's awesome. She's adorable, right? Sent me a text, hope the 23rd was great. Send the best wishes, can't wait to see you. Didn't have her number, so I texted back, thank you so much, but in order to have your phone number, I don't know who this is. And her exact text was, and I quote, "It's Caitlin, you fucking penis." 9-year-old girl, talking about a body part that she doesn't even have. Just to give you guys a glimpse into what my family is like. Everyone in my extended family, 30 people, right? Just on my mom's side of the family, New Jersey, New York, Boston. Everybody has a mantle, just hovered over the fireplace, all of us, 30 people for our family vacation, aunts, uncles, nephews, infants, dogs, etc. Everybody flipping off the camera. Everybody on the fireplace, just like, fucking yeah, right? But I think the worst part about my Christmas experience is I don't really have any great experiences. I remember once, Christmas 2005, right? I was spending Christmas with my uncle in Boston, and for whatever reason, watching the Discovery Channel, he lost his remote control, right? And, as a typical Bostonian, he just puts the blame on the kids, right? Just like, Christ, Jack, where's the fucking clicker? You know where the clicker is, you fucking cocksucker? Don't tell me you don't know where the fucking clicker is, you fucking cocksucker. I was 4. I was 4 years old, and it was completely acceptable. My mom's just in there, just like, what this fucking cocksucker do, right? Nobody cared. Completely acceptable. That was at an age where it was acceptable to yell at other people's kids if you were an adult. Remember that day? Yeah. You guys miss it? That got like the biggest reaction out of anything. I can't believe it. Well, what's the grand prize here? 150? 150? Does anybody here at Venmo? I will pay each and every one of you $150 if you laugh at the rest of my set for this entire year. That's it for me, guys. Merry Christmas. God bless.
Yep, I'm glad we went with mine last. Always leave the crowd going home happy.
And that will conclude our
Michael Cera halftime report. Cue out that Michael Cera halftime report graphic, Hank. What's next on the list on this Christmas edition? We got a Christmas tree behind us. I started this show off with a pretty kick-ass rhyme, insulting you twice. What do you got? What's on the clipboard?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
It's NBA time, isn't it?
It is NBA time.
Jesus
It's Christmas
Christ.
time. That doesn't just mean gifts. That doesn't mean eggnog. It means Christmas basketball. And I get to talk about Christmas games on this show. So we're going to go through all 5 Christmas games, giving our thoughts and predictions on them, starting with the first game of the day, the Atlanta Hawks going into the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, to take on the New York Knicks. I am predicting this another sad day for Knicks fans. I think Trae Young goes off. I believe this would be either his, I think it was a first. I don't know if he played in Christmas last year, either his first or second Christmas game, and I think that the Hawks win and they slaughter and give all of those poor Knicks fans a little bit of coal in their basketball stocking for Christmas. So that's my prediction on the first game of our NBA Christmas 2021 slate.
Happy holidays. Jesus Christ.
Screw
Yeah,
the
I don't
Knicks.
think the Knicks are going to win. I mean, the Knickerbockers are not the Knickerbockers of the past few seasons. I think they're showing promise. But the Atlanta Hawks are a very, very strong offense. I agree. I don't think it's going to be a slaughter by any stretch of the imagination. I say a 12-point win for the Hawks.
Okay.
Give or take a few points. But
I respect
in
that.
range.
Let's see if Julius Randle can actually remembers how to play defense again, and then the Knicks might have a chance. Well, that's the first game. The second game of our NBA Christmas 21 slate is the Boston Celtics going.
Can we talk about the Mecca of the day, the Nets and the Lakers?
Oh, we got one more before that.
No, I already mentioned them. We're going to do them right now.
We're on Nets,
You're not
Lakers,
going to
then
run
Knicks.
down the list, you fairy mentality. It's the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. 2 super teams going at it. 2 super offenses going at it. I don't even know if I have a prediction
Lakers,
in this one.
I say Nets. Let's see. Yeah, it's in Los Angeles, so Kyrie Irving will get to play. I think this one's also a slaughter. I mean,
really?
LeBron's playing great, but Russell Westbrook keeps turning the ball over. THT has regressed.
I mean, you're almost never right anyway, so who cares what your takes are?
Being NFL basketball, we're going to see that change. Anyway, but yeah, Lakers couldn't even score 100 points. They scored 90 points against the Suns. They're 500. They're 16-16, barely in the playoffs, right? Picture in the West, where they're the number 1 seed in the East. So Nets have their problems. Don't get me wrong. Nets are also struggling. James Harden, with the new foul betting rule, coming off that hamstring injury, isn't what he expected them to be. But especially with a road game, Kyrie Irving, I don't believe LA has any vaccination requirements like San Francisco or New York, so I believe he should be playing on that Christmas game. And yeah, I think that this could be really bad for the Lakers. I don't expect their season to go very well, and I expect this big Nets win on the road.
I'm going to say it's a Nets win, and again, I'm going to go a bit closer than you. Within 10 points, the Nets will win this game.
Okay.
Lakers are going to put up a fight, though. They always do. They're not healthy.
They've only played 15 of their 32 games with their big 3. That is true. And they're 8-7. They're still not great, but they are above 500 when all.
There's going to be a turn. It's still so early on in the season. There's going to be a turning point.
Not even
Maybe
the
this is
halfway
it.
point. Yep.
Maybe this is it.
And all right, so I'll save the best for last then, since we're going out of order. The final game of the Christmas slate in terms of order is the Dallas Mavericks, the Luka Doncic Dallas Mavericks, playing Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz. And I don't know. This is the one game I'm not sure of, because Luka was, again, like Jason Tatum, was one of those players that, all-star level player, but was struggling a good, decent amount early on this season, but his seemed to turn a corner. Jason Kidd looks like he's, after looking like he was a horrible first-year coach in the games, turn it around a bit. The Jazz, looking great and solid, great defensive team backed by, multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, and good offense from Donovan Mitchell. I think the Jazz win, but I think this might come down to the buzzer. I think Luka might have like a 30-point triple-double in a losing effort. So
this one might be the closest matchup all weekend. And Jason Kidd always gets off to a slow start as head coach. Did it with the Knicks, did it with the Nets. I think this is going to be a very defensive matchup, very big defensive matchup. And I'm with you, but I'm going with a Mavericks win.
All right, I can't disagree with that. I think this will be a really close one. And now, the main event. The number 1 team in the NBA and the Western Conference taking on the number 2 team in the NBA and the Western Conference. The Phoenix Suns, defending Western Conference champions, take on the Golden State Warriors. And I am in right here, let me make sure, we'll check it, right here in Phoenix, Arizona. And they're 1-1 so far in the games they've played. This would be their 3rd matchup of the season. Suns won the first one by about 7-8. Warriors smoked the Suns in the second game, but I'm predicting Suns take the lead in the regular season series, and the Suns get a big Christmas win against probably their biggest rival to try and repeat the West and maybe possibly win an NBA championship. The Steph Curry led Golden State Warriors. I'm predicting that Devin Booker, Chris Paul, Cameron Payne, and all of those boys pull off a win against the Golden State Warriors this Christmas.
Yeah, on paper, you'd think it'd be a shootout. On paper, 2 great offenses, 2 great teams. The Suns at home, though, at the Footprint Center, they're going to put their foots up the Golden State Warriors' asses on Christmas Day. And it's going to be within 15 to 20 points. It's going to be a big win on Christmas Day to continue the historic season that they're in the process of having.
Yes, but 2nd best start in franchise history, looking absolutely amazing. So that is all. That is our NFL picks. That is our NBA 2021 Christmas picks. That was our Michael Cera and our comedy. Unless you have anything, Jack, I will leave it off to you to close us out.
Well, it was 2 nights before Christmas, and there was no snow, but we just completed another episode of The O Show. Presented by BetOnline.ag. Sign up for that 50% bonus using the promo code capital BLEAV50. I'll let you sign off. It is Christmas.
Hank, turn down those lights.